Hey everyone, it's Adam from Adams for the Love of Movie Picks. I'm back with my next video. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Netflix original movie, Finding Ohana. It's the best way I can describe it. It's a lot like if you've ever seen the movie The Goonies, but with a Hawaiian twist and not quite the same ending. That's all I'm going to say about that. Um, there's basically the premise of the movie, besides the obvious treasure aspect of it, is that uh, two kids and their single mom basically moved from their New York home back to their ancestral home of Oahu in Hawaii to take care of their ailing grandfather who's had a heart attack. And basically, it's them discovering not only their ancestral heritage, Hawaiian heritage, but it's also about this treasure that they come across that is like a family secret of theirs. Um, so it's a really interesting aspect that the two kids, basically, mainly the daughter, the youngest of the two children, she finds the story out through her grandfather's journal, and proceeds to go on this quest to find this treasure because the grandfather's home is being taken back by the bank. He basically owes money on the land, and it's being reclaimed. So she wants to go on this quest to find the treasure to get the money to save his home and their land, basically. So, very well, very good movie. I quite enjoyed it. Obviously, seeing the Goonies, and there was a lot of comparisons I could think of to the Goonies, but it had enough of its own storyline to make it an interesting watch and one that I recommend for sure. And if you don't have Netflix, I highly recommend getting it, not just so you can watch this movie, but Netflix is a great streaming platform for movies and TV shows, so highly recommend getting Netflix if you don't. And yeah, definitely if you get it or if you have it, definitely watch this movie. Really well done, high production value. As far as the Netflix movie goes, not a lot of well-known actors in the movie that I can say. I mean, they were all pretty good. The only one that you may recognize is an actor named Kelly Hu, who plays the single mother in the movie. She's been in a few movies, namely probably the one you most remember her from. She was in The Scorpion King. She played the sorceress in that. Yeah, the other ones, I mean, they're all done pretty well, but yeah, you definitely wouldn't recognize some of the names, at least I certainly don't. But yeah, it's still a good watch. But the storyline is, there's a part of the storyline that is quite deep and has a lot of emotional ties to it. Besides the ancestral heritage part of it is, there's a part that involves their father, who basically you find out has died or died even before the movie took place. I guess he was a soldier in the army. And that ties into a great moment towards the end of the movie that I'm not going to say too much about to give it away, but yeah, it definitely adds an emotional aspect to the movie. And yeah, it's neat. They did a lot of well done research on the movie for the Hawaiian aspect of it, trying to nail down the Hawaiian cult, not only the Hawaiian culture but the Hawaiian language as a whole and the way that the Hawaiian people talk and interact with each other. It's really well done, really well researched, and shot really well. Yeah, I was quite surprised. It came out. I forgot to mention the movie came out this year, just released this year on Netflix, and yeah, definitely an enjoyable watch. It definitely brought back memories of the Goonies, just in the way that the kids go on the adventure trying to find the treasure and following clues. And even the motive behind them going on the treasure is very similar to the Goonies. But like I said, it's got enough of its own storyline and different takes on stuff from the Goonies that you could definitely differentiate between the two. I mean, the biggest difference being obviously the Goonies is from the late 80s, and this movie was made in 2021, so obviously the cinematography has changed quite a bit in that time. So yeah, Finding Ohana, definitely a good movie to watch. Recommend it. First movie I talked about that's a Netflix original, and yeah, definitely check it out. Good watch, and yeah, we'll check you guys out in the next video. Have yourselves a good night. Take care.